All right, so in this question, this was the homework question. If x minus 7 and x minus 4 are factors of f of x equals px cubed plus qx squared minus 5x plus 84, find the values of p and q. Now, f of x, don't write now. F of x, if you have completed, when I present the answer, you can check your steps. If you have not, I'll present the answer, you can write down. Now, for now, listen to me. So f of x is px cubed plus qx squared minus 5x plus 84. So it's a cubic polynomial, right? Because the highest power of x is 3. It's a cubic polynomial. So this is the dividend polynomial. This is the dividend polynomial. Now we have two divisor polynomials, one x minus 7 and the other x minus 4. These are the two divisor polynomials. Now when you divide f of x by x minus 7, when you divide f of x by x minus 7, what's the remainder? 0, because x minus 7 is a factor of f of x. So the remainder will be 0. And again, when f of x is divided by x minus 4, the remainder will be 0, because x minus 4 is also a factor. X minus 4 is also a factor. Both x minus 7 and x minus 4 are factors of f of x. So when you divide f of x by x minus 7, its factor, the remainder will be 0. When you divide f of x by x minus 4, factor, the remainder will be 0. So how do you express this as an equation? Now equate each divisor to 0. X minus 7 is equal to 0. Equate each divisor to 0. X minus 7 is equal to 0. So what's the value of x? X is 7. Now we know that when f of x is divided by x minus 7, the remainder is 0, correct? How do you write this information as an equation? The value of the polynomial f of x at x is equal to 7 is the remainder, which is 0. F of 7 is equal to 0. F of 7, what is f of x? The dividend polynomial. What's the value of x? 7. F of 7 is equal to, I've told you, this place is for the remainder. This place is for the remainder. When you write f of 7, you're finding the value of the polynomial at x is equal to 7. When you write f of 7, what's the meaning? You're finding the value of the polynomial f of x at x is equal to 7. And the value of the polynomial is 0 because x minus 7 is a factor. Because x minus 7 is a factor. What you get here will be the value of the polynomial, which is the remainder on division. And the remainder on division is 0. So x minus 7 is equal to 0, x is equal to 7. The value of the polynomial f of x at x is equal to 7 will be the remainder. Remainder will be 0. So this is the equation. F of 7 is equal to 0. The other one, equate the other divisor to 0. X minus 4 is equal to 0. X is equal to 4. So again, the remainder is 0 because x minus 4 is a factor. So f of 4 is equal to the remainder, which is 0. So we need to work with this equation and this equation and find the values of p and q. So you can see here exactly what I just explained. X minus 7 is a factor of f of x. X equated to 0. Equate the divisor to 0. So x is 7. This means f of 7, f of x, dividend, f of 7 is equal to the remainder, 0. How do we know the remainder is 0? Because you're dividing by the factor. Now, what is f of 7? What is f of 7? In f of x, wherever there is x, you should use 7. All right. So px cubed. So p into what is x? 7. So 7 cubed plus qx squared. So plus q into x is 7, 7 squared, minus 5 into x, minus 5 into 7, plus 84 is equal to 0. So 7 cubed is 343, 7 into 7, 49 into 7 is 343 P plus 7 squared is 49 Q minus 35 plus 84 is equal to 0. So now minus 35 plus 84 is plus 49. So we have this equation 343P plus 49Q plus 49 is equal to 0. Now, whenever the equation, the terms of the equation have something in common, you can divide by that common factor throughout. Now here, 343, 49, 49, this is 0. Okay, so these three numbers, 343, 49, 49, all these numbers are divisible by 49. They're all divisible by 49. Divisible meaning exactly divisible. So divide every term of the left hand side and right hand side by the common factor 49. See, now you might think, how do we guess it's 49? Because it's easy, because what is 7 into 7? 49. And 49 into 7 only is 343. 7 7 is 49. 49 into 7 is 343. 49 into 7 is 343, which means 343 is divisible by 49. Yeah, so divide every term of the left hand side and right hand side by 49. So you can see that here. Every term of the left hand side and right hand side by 49. Okay. So you're simplifying the equation. You are simplifying the equation. So this one cancels. 49 ones are, 49 sevens are. So 7P. 49 cancels. So Q. This Q here. 49 cancels. 1, not 0. 1. 0 by 49 is 0. So the equation is 7P plus Q is equal to minus 1. Have the variables or the unknowns on one side, P and Q, not variables. Let's say unknowns, because the variable is X. In the polynomial, the variable is the X and the unknowns are P and Q. So we'll have the unknowns on one side, the P terms and the Q terms on one side, and we'll bring the constant to the other side. So that's about the first part, where x minus 7 is a factor of f of x. Now the second one, x minus 4 is also a factor of f of x, is given in the question. So equate the divisor. This is a divisor. Equate it to 0, x is equal to 4. So because it's a factor, it means f of 4 is 0. This is the remainder, children. This is the remainder. Always after the equal to sign, what you write here is a remainder. It's the value of the polynomial, which is the remainder upon division here. So now, yeah. So now f of 4, right? So f of 4 is wherever there is x, you should use 4, children. Wherever there is x, use 4. Understand that, right? So you can help yourself with the first step. Wherever there is x, not for P and Q. P and Q will remain P and Q. When there is x, you should use 4. So do that. And then 4 cubed is 64. So 64 P. 4 squared is 16. 16 Q minus 20 plus 84 is equal to 0. So minus 20 plus 84 is plus 64. And these three numbers, 64, 16, and 64, have 16 in common. So divide the LHS, all the terms on the left-hand side and right-hand side, by 16. And that gives you 4P, because 4 times of 4P, 16, 16 cancel. So Q, 16 ones are 16 fours are, is equal to 0. Now have the unknowns. 4P and Q on one side, take the constant to the other side, plus 4 becomes minus 2. Now we have two equations. We have called them 1 and 2, equation 1 and equation 2. Write them one below the other. Right? This equation and this equation, one below the other, because we need to solve them simultaneously. This is called solving the two equations simultaneously, meaning you're writing two equations at the same time and you're working with both of them. You're writing using both your hands. Simultaneously, you're writing with your left and right hand. Okay. So simultaneous is doing two or more tasks at the same time. So you're writing both the equations one below the other, and you're working with both of them at the same time. So simultaneous equations. You're solving the equations simultaneously. So for this, you can see here Q and Q. What is Q plus Q? What is it here? It's plus Q and plus Q, right? What is plus Q plus Q? plus 2q. No, but you want to cancel. You want to get rid of p or q. So how will you get rid of q? If this plus is minus, then plus q minus q will be 0, right? Now what is it? It is plus. See, now it is plus q plus q. So it will be plus 2q. But if this is minus, then it will be plus q minus q, 0. So you can cancel out that q. So what we do, we change the signs throughout in the second equation. See, this changing signs throughout in the second equation is not compulsory. It's optional. If you're not able to eliminate P or Q, then you can try to eliminate them by changing the signs. So here, when you change the signs, what happens? This plus 4P becomes minus 4P. Plus Q, minus 4 plus 4. See, you can write it here. So when I type, I cannot write it here. See, you can write it like this in brackets. You can change the signs and put it in a bracket here just above the original sign. You can do it like this. Now, what is plus Q minus Q? 0. So they get cancelled. Now, what is 7P minus 4P? 3P. 7P minus, are you looking at this please? 7P minus 4P is 3P is equal to 1 plus minus 1 plus minus 1 plus 4, 3. Correct? Yes. Change the signs throughout. Why we change the signs throughout? When we don't change the signs, Q plus Q is 2Q. And then 7P and this 4P, see, like you're not able to get rid of P or Q. But when you change the signs, you're getting rid of Q. So we change the signs throughout. If it was already, see, if this was already minus, supposing this was already minus, then you don't have to change the signs. Then don't do this because plus Q minus Q is 0. Changing the signs throughout in the second equation is not compulsory. It is optional. It depends on the situation. So here, since plus q is plus 2q, and if this plus were minus, q minus q will get cancelled. So since you want to get rid of q, you want to eliminate q, you're changing the signs throughout. So now plus q minus q cancels. So 7p minus 4p, 3p, minus 1 plus 4 plus 3. Take the new signs, forget the original signs. So p is equal to 1. Now we found the value of p. Like this, we found the value of p. Now put this value of p in this equation or this equation and find the value of q. So in the first equation, substitute p is equal to 1. So 7p plus q is equal to minus 1, right? What's the value of p? 1. So 7 into 1, 7. 7 into 1, 7 plus q is equal to minus 1. So on solving this, you get q is equal to minus 8. That's a question. Find the values of q, p and q. P is 1 and q is minus 8. Right on? Yeah. Why can't others can start writing? As you write, if you have any further questions, you can ask me. Yeah. Why can't she take common factor in this step? It's the same. Taking common factor is the same as, see, now if you take out 49 common, then you'll get 7p plus q plus 1 is equal to 0. Then the 49 will come for division here. So you'll get the same thing. 7p plus q plus 1 is equal to 0. 7p plus q plus 1 is equal to 0. It's the same. Okay, all of you can listen to this. Sorry. See here. Kruti's question is 343 p plus 49q plus 49 is equal to 0. So she says, why not take 49 common? Because all the terms have 49 common. Why not take 49 common? Yes, we can do that. 49 is common. So you'll get 49 into 7 is 343p plus 49 into 1 is 49. So q plus 1 is equal to 0. Then this 49 will come for division. 7p plus q plus 1 is equal to 0 by 49, which is 0. So 7p plus q plus 1 is equal to 0. Same thing we have here. 7p plus q plus 1 is equal to 0. Right, don't you? At home. But somebody has helped you. Who helped you? Yeah, who helped you? You have done all this at home, is it? Till here. No, you completed the entire answer at home. That's okay. So that shows you understood very well. Check. Okay. Another day. I'll give you the same question another day. Done? You can slash it. Next one. Yeah, this is similar to the earlier one. So do this by yourself. Take this question. If x plus 2 and x minus 1 are factors of p of x, find m and n. All of you should do this correctly. Yes. So this is the next question. When did you take this question? Then did I go down? Well, we finished the 8th one in the last class then. Excuse me. Did we finish this in the last class? We just need to finish. In the question, okay, fine. Because he's already finished it, we can't. He'll again have to wait. This was a homework question, is it? No, the eighth one, was it done in the last class? Eighth one. No, this one. Oh, I thought. She told me, no? And this was the homework, is it? Sure. You should have informed me. I thought I had to continue from here and I started from here. Okay, so this is the homework question. Then check your answer. For the others, I'll just share the answer on WhatsApp. Yes. M, you got? Check your equations. Got the equations right? See, this I see with most children, not most children, see, like some of them. How have I presented the answer? P of -2 is equal to 0. Where is that? You're directly having P of x minus 2. X is equal to, is it? See, what you have presented is an expression is equal to, what is this, -2n plus n plus 32. This is an expression. This one is not an equation. See, I have an equation because I constructed this equation first. P of -2 is equal to 0. I've constructed that equation. P of -2 is equal to 0. So when I work with that, I get this equation -2m plus n is equal to -32. But this is an expression. Huh? Yeah, you're writing an expression. You must write this equation. P of -2 is equal to 0. Okay. See, the steps must be exactly like what you see here. So take the help of the answer here and redo it. And if you don't understand something, you can ask me. And if you don't mind, can you just go there and turn off the lighting time outside? Thank you. Finish this one. Sunday, finish working this one. You working? can come closer. Done? Finished all of you? Okay. If x plus 5 is a factor of p of x, find k. X plus 5, no, this is far simple when compared to the questions we've seen earlier. X plus 5 is a factor of p of x, find k. See here? X plus 5 is a factor of p of x given. So equate the factor to 0. The factor is nothing but the divisor. See, this is the dividend. This is the divisor. This is the dividend. This is the divisor. When you divide p of x, the dividend, by this divisor, the remainder will be 0 because you're dividing by a factor of p of x. Okay, so find the value of k given this. So x plus 5 is a factor of p of x. Equate the divisor to 0. X is equal to minus 5. So now find, this is the dividend, right? So find p of minus 5. And p of minus 5 is equal to the remainder. And the remainder is 0. So p of minus 5 is equal to 0. This is the equation. So what is p of minus 5? Here in p of x, wherever there is x, you should use minus 5. So this is what you get, is equal to 0. On solving this, you can find the value of k. Good. Yeah, good. What's a question? What's a question? So you have not written the question for any of the answers. How will you, like, if you need to revise for yourself, how will you revise without the question? Finished, yeah. Done?
Just a minute, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Find the remainder when P of X equals 4x cubed minus 12x squared plus 11x minus 5 is divided by 2x minus 1. Find the remainder. So equate the divisor 2x minus 1 to 0. So you get x is equal to 1 by 2, right? 2x is equal to 2x is equal to 1. X is equal to 1 by 2. To find the remainder, you need to find the value of the polynomial. To find the remainder, you need to find the value of the polynomial at x is equal to half. So you must find p of 1 by 2. You'll have to find the remainder. So you cannot write p of 1 by 2 is equal to something because you'll have to find this remainder. If you know the remainder, you will write p of 1 by 2 is equal to the remainder. Here we have to find the remainder. So you should work p of 1 by 2. You must work p of 1 by 2 is what you should work and find out. Right? So see how it's presented. This is p of x. Equate the divisor to 0. So you get x is equal to 1 by 2. We need to find p of 1 by 2. You can't write p of 1 by 2 0. P of 1 by 2 0 means the remainder is 0. No, we have to find the remainder. So you should just work p of 1 by 2. So how do you work p of 1 by 2? In place of x, use 1 by 2. So see here, everywhere here in p of x, in place of x, use 1 by 2. Work that and find the remainder. So the remainder is minus 2. 1 by 2, the whole cube is what? 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, 1 by 8. 1 by 2, the whole square is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, 1 by 4. You cannot cancel 2 ones or 2 twos are like this because you need to first simplify the powers. So 1 by 2, the whole cube, write that answer, 1 by 8. Then into 4. My clear, see, we cannot cancel 2 ones are 2 six are, no, wrong. Because it's 1 by 2 the whole square. So simplify 1 by 2 the whole square. That's 1 by 4. Now that answer 1 by 4 into 12. Okay, that's how we simplify. And then here see, what's minus 5 minus 3? Minus 8. What is 11 by 2 plus 1 by 2? 12 by 2. What's 12 by 2? 6 plus 6. Minus 8 plus 6 is minus 2. I'm telling you how I've simplified. 1 by 2 plus 11 by 2 is 12 by 2. 6. Then minus 3 minus 5 is minus 8. So minus 8 and plus 6 is minus 2. Minus 2. Yeah. Please work. Simplifying and calculating, do it yourself. Only then if you don't understand any part of the calculation, you can ask me now. Done, Anita? Finished?
Yes, ma'am.
Division will take up later. See the question. Is P of X a multiple of G of X? So to determine if P of X is a multiple of G of X, you just need to know the remainder. If the remainder is 0, then it's a multiple. If the remainder is not 0, then it's not a multiple, like here. Now, if the question is 30 a multiple of 4? Is 30 a multiple of 4? 4 sevens are 28. What's the remainder? 2. Whatever be the remainder, it's not 0. If the remainder were 0, then it is a multiple. Remainder is not 0, so it's not a multiple. Now, if the question is 30 a multiple of 6? Is 30 a multiple of 6? 6 fives are 30, 0. Yeah, since the remainder is 0, 30 is a multiple of 6 or 6 is a factor of 30. So the quotient will not tell you anything. The remainder will tell you everything. The remainder can help you decide if an expression is, if the dividend is a multiple of the divisor or the divisor is a factor of the dividend. The remainder can help you decide if the divisor is a factor of the dividend or the dividend is a multiple of the divisor. Okay. So now you don't have to actually do the long division. Since you need only the remainder, right? We'll find the remainder. So how to find the, see, remainder is enough, no, to decide this. Okay, so we'll only find the remainder. How do you find the remainder? Equate the divisor to 0. 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. 3x is equal to 2. X is equal to 2 by 3. To find the remainder, you just have to find the value of the polynomial at x is equal to 2 by 3. To find the remainder, find the value of the dividend polynomial at x is equal to 2 by 3. So you should find P of 2 by 3. You should work and find. If you get 0, yes, it's a multiple. If you don't get 0, you get something else, it's not a multiple. See here. So see here. This is the dividend polynomial. Equate the divisor to 0 and you get x is equal to 2 by 3. Find P of 2 by 3. In the dividend polynomial, in place of x, use 2 by 3 and find P of 2 by 3. So when you work that, you get 0. So this means P of x, when P of x is divided by G of x, sorry. Yeah. So this means when P of x is divided by G of x, the remainder is 0. Therefore, P of x is the multiple of G of x. Okay, I'm not showing you the calculation. Try it yourself. Take down the question and do the calculation yourself. I'll just help you get started. Tell me how do you find P of 2 by 3? Surya? 3 into
2 by 3 the whole square
whole cube plus
2 by 3 the whole square minus 20 into 2 by 3 plus 12 in, yeah.
Very good. Now solve. Can I cancel this 3 and 3, Surya?
No, we have the cube.
Very good. You need to first find 2 by 3 into 2 by 3 into 2 by 3. Write that result and then you can simplify with the 3 also. Very good. Yeah, do the calculation, all of you. Yes, you can have doubts.
3x to the power of 3 and instantly turn into 3x.
This one, right?
Yes, yes.
This is the divisor 3x minus 2. That's a dividend 3x to the power 3. Yeah, so what's your name? Rahul. Yeah, Rahul, tell me the next step is equal to 3.
8 3 into 8 by 7.
Okay.
4 and 10 minus 40 by 3.
Plus 12. Can we cancel here? 3 ones are 3 nines are. So what do we have here? 8 by 9 plus 4 by 9 minus 40 by 3 plus 12. What is 8 by 9 plus 4 by 9? Or we'll take the LCM throughout. Throughout we'll take the LCM. What's LCM? 9. Then 8 plus 4. 1 second. Sanjay, continue.
That's 36.
இல்லை 3 ஆல் மல்டிப்ளை பண்றோம் 3 இல்ல LCM வந்து 9 இங்க 12 by 1 தானே இருக்கும் so we should multiply 12 with what 9 yeah that's 12 nines 108 so now what is 8 plus 4 12 minus 120 minus 108 plus 108 by 9 or you can write 0 by 9 minus 108 plus 108 is 0 so 0 by 9 which is 0 however you simplify you're going to get 0 by 9 even if you do this minus 120 plus 108 is minus 12 and 8 plus 4 is plus 12 8 plus 4 is plus 12 minus 120 plus 108 is minus 12 so plus 12 minus 12 0 by 9 which is 0 so what's the remainder 0 that means p of x is a multiple of g of x therefore p of x is a multiple of g of x done do you have any questions always always okay yes if p of x equals x cubed minus 3x square plus 2x, find p of 0, find p of 1, find p of 2. What do you conclude? Find all of you, find p of 0, p of 1 and p of 2.
Ma'am.
So what is the value of P of 0?
0.
0. Okay. What is the value of P of 1?
0.
Okay. P of 2?
0.
Okay. So if the value of the polynomial at these values of x is 0, that means these numbers 0, 1 and 2 are the zeros of P of x, which means x is equal to 0, x is equal, see, x is equal to 0, right? X is 0, x is 1, x is 2, x is 2. Now from this, we get x minus 1 is equal to 0. When you take this to the other side, here it is just x is equal to 0. This, when you take 1 to the other side, you get x minus 1 is equal to 0. When you take 2 to the other side, you get x minus 2 is equal to 0. So the conclusion is that two things you can say, that 0, 1 and 2 are the zeros of P of x. Because we know a cubic polynomial can have a maximum of 3 zeros. A cubic polynomial can have a maximum of 3 zeros. That is, in place of x, you can give 3 different values, which will make the value of the polynomial 0. So these are the 3 values of x, which can make the value of the polynomial 0. So that means these 3 values, 0, 1, and 2, are the zeros of P of x. That's one thing. That's the conclusion. You can also say that it also means that x minus 1 and x minus 2, x minus 1 and x minus 2 are the factors of P of x. X minus 1 and x minus 2 are the factors of P of x. See, how did I get the factors from the zeros? See, 0 is a 0, 1 is a 0, 2 is a 0. All these are values for x, right? All these are values for x. Now take this 1 to the other side, x minus 1, x minus 2. Now here the 0 is x minus 0, so it's just x. So x minus 1 and x minus 2 are the factors of P of x. Do you see here? P of 0 is 0. That means the conclusion, see, this is just a further conclusion. Okay, see, I'm not saying don't write this, but this is the answer. This is enough. P of 0 is 0. So what do you conclude from this? Since P of 0 is 0, 0 is a 0 of P of x. Since P of 1 is 0, this 1 is a 0 of P of x. Since P of 2 is 0, this 2 is a 0 of P of x. So we found the value. See, we have to find these values. Yeah, we found them everywhere 0. And then we have to conclude, give some conclusion. This is the conclusion. This is the conclusion. This is the conclusion. All right. Now, this is the further interpretation you can make. X is equal to 0, x is equal to 1, x is equal to 2. On taking this to the left-hand side, you get x minus 1. And when you bring 2 to the left-hand side, you get x minus 2. So you get x minus 1 is equal to 0, x minus 2 is equal to 0. We normally equate the divisors to 0, no? X minus 1 is equal to 0, x minus 2 is equal to 0. So that means x minus 1, x minus 2, and x are the factors. From the above, we can also conclude that x, x minus 1 and x minus 2 are the factors of P of x. Yeah, write on this additional conclusion also. Now, you have to insert whatever is missing in your answer, you'll have to insert. See, supposing you have not written this, please insert that. Make sure your answer is exactly like this. Yeah.
I'm having a doubt.
Yes.
But on the chapter numbers.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Online children, any questions? Harsha, Lakshana, and Gayatri?
No, ma'am. No.
Yeah. This is also a simple question. You can try this by yourself. Find P of 0 plus P of minus 3 plus P of minus 1. So what you can do is you can find P of 0. Find P of 0. Find P of minus 3 and P of minus 1. And then perform the, yeah, then add the three answers. Find them separately and then find P of 0 plus P of minus 3 plus P of minus 1. Yeah. 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 What's the answer? What's the answer?
I got 53.
53. Okay. You got 37. No, both incorrect. It doesn't match with the answer I have. So assuming I am right. Yeah. Finish it and let me know. Hmm? Okay, so you're getting 37. What's the value for P of 0? No, 5.
Mom, I'm getting 51.
Yeah, you're right, Gayatri. Very good. 51 is the correct answer. 51 is the correct answer. Good.
Thank you, Mom.
Fifty-one. 51 is very good. That's right answer. What's P of 0? 5. P of minus 3? 35. And P of minus 1? Very good. So 5 plus 35 plus 11 is 51. Minus 3, the whole squared is minus 3 into minus 3 plus 9. 9 twos are 18. See, it's not plus into minus minus. No, you need to simplify the exponent first. Minus 3 squared, minus 3 into minus 3 plus 9. 9 into 2, 18. Similarly, minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1 into 2. And here, 2 into 0 squared is 0. 2 into 0 is 0, not 2. Got it? Behind? Finished? Okay. If 3 and minus 3 are the zeros of f of x, find the values of a and b. See, in the earlier questions, you were given the factors. Factors were given. Here, the zeros are given straight away. The zeros are given to you straight away. That means what? X is equal to 3. X is equal to minus 3. See, normally the factor is given, like the factor like x plus 3 is given. So you will equate it to 0 and you will find the value of x. And then you will find the value of the polynomial at x is equal to minus 3. Normally the factors or the divisor is given to you. See here. What's normally given? See here. X plus 2, x minus 1. The factors are given to you. X plus 2, x minus 1. The factors are given. So you'll equate the factor to 0 and you'll find the 0. You'll equate the factor to 0 and you'll find the 0. You'll find the value of x. And then you know the process. Here the value of x is given straight away. The value of x is given straight away. 3 and minus 3 are the 0. So x is equal to 3 and x is equal to minus 3. 3 and minus 3 are the zeros of this polynomial. If they're the zeros, f of x f of 3 is equal to 0 because 3 is a 0. And f of minus 3 is also 0 because minus 3 is a 0. If 3 is a 0, then the value of the polynomial at x is equal to 3 will be 0. Sorry. If minus 3 is a 0, then f of minus 3 will be 0. Yeah. So again, you will get two equations maybe. Yes. You'll have to solve the two equations simultaneously and find the values of a and b. Yeah, I want you all to work and get the equations by yourself. You can get started like this, write the question. Work this. That's 27 plus 9 minus 2a plus b equals 0. 27 plus 9 is 36 minus 2a plus b is equal to 0. So have the unknowns a and b on one side, minus 2a plus b. Transpose 36, so it comes to the other side as minus 36. This is the first equation. Oh, this is 3, no? I'm 2 here, sorry. This is 3. A into 3. 3a. 3a. Then we also have minus 3. Minus 3 is a 0 of f of x. So this means f of minus 3 is also 0. Minus 3 the whole cube plus 3 minus 7. Minus 3 the whole square minus a into minus 3 plus b is equal to 0. It will be minus 27 plus 9 plus 3a plus b equals 0. This is 18 minus 18 plus 3a plus b is equal to 0. So we have 3a plus b is equal to 18.
I got B as minus 18 by 2 and A as 10.
18 by 2 is 9. 9 and?
Minus 9 and A is equal to 10.
No, I have a different value for a. But well tried. Very good. You've got the correct value for B. B is minus 9, is it? Yeah, B is minus 9. That's right.
This value is substituted on.
Yeah, just check your calculation. Is?
6.
No.
Is 3.
No.
You say it's equal to 6.
No. Give me a. What are you getting? You got the equations, Surya?
I'm still working on it.
Okay. No, the second equation I have is
Say it's equal to
minus 18 on the other side, it will be plus 18. No, why have you written 21? Oh,
Mama say is equal to plus 9.
correct. Very good. Yeah.
Second equation, we can change the signs of the.
You can change. If you change the signs, you'll be cancelling B. I did not change the signs because we have minus 3a and plus 3a, right? So you can eliminate them. You can eliminate the unknown a. You can also change the signs. See, without changing the signs, minus 3a plus 3a is 0, right? Yeah, now b plus b is 2b. And minus 36 plus 18 is minus 18.
So if we change the signs, we'll be getting the value for A.
Yeah, if you change the signs, you will first find the value for A and then you'll have to substitute and get the value for B. Rahul, did you get the two equations correct? Okay, so you want to know after that, like, what if we change the signs in the second equation? Minus 3a plus b is equal to minus 36. 3a plus b is equal to 18. If you change the signs, it will be minus, minus, minus. So here b minus b will get cancelled. B minus b will get cancelled. Minus 3a is minus 6a is equal to minus 36 minus 18 is minus 54. So minus on either side gets cancelled. A is equal to 54 by 6. A is equal to 9. Now when you substitute this value in 3a plus b is equal to 18, the second equation. So 3 into 9 plus b is equal to 18. 27 plus b is equal to 18. B is equal to 18 minus 27, which is minus 1. Just get that remote. Just get that remote from there. Yeah, for those who have this question, why should we not change the signs in the second equation? We can. In this case, we can also change the signs in the second equation. Then b minus b is eliminated. And you find the value of a, then you substitute and find the value of b. Understood, Shreya? Yes, sir? Here, any questions? Behind boys? Online children? Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No.
All right. For what value of m, p of x equals x cubed minus 2mx squared plus 16 is divisible by x plus 2. Divisible meaning the remainder should be 0. If it should be divisible, the remainder should be 0. Right? This is p of x. If p of x should be divisible by x plus 2, then p of minus 2 should be 0. How do you get minus 2? Because x plus 2 is equal to 0. You should always use the x value. You should always use the x value. Divisor, no? In the divisor, x value. So x plus 2 is equal to 0. X is equal to minus 2. So if p of x should be divisible by x plus 2, remainder should be 0. That means p of minus 2 should be 0. So p of minus 2 is equal to 0. This is an equation. So in p of x, wherever there is x, use minus 2. Work and find the value of m. Yeah, please work. Not blindly copying. Please calculate by yourself. If it should be divisible, the remainder should be 0. And how we get minus 2? Because x plus 2 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 2. Should always write the x value here. X value here. X plus 2 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 2. So the value of x is minus 2.
Should we also copy that?
No, maybe in the rough, just make a note of in the rough column. Or you can include that here if you want. See, it can be included here. X plus 2 is equal to 0 implies x is equal to minus 2. You can include that here. Completed online children?
Yes.
Yeah.
1 minute, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Yeah. You continue with the question number. You don't have to start with 1 again. So see here, find the remainder. This is, revision. This is revision of what we have. I'll be sharing the rest of it as homework. Now, since we have 20 minutes time, we'll just try to answer a few of this. The rest of it, I'll be sharing as an assignment with you on WhatsApp. Because it's just revision of what we done in the last 2 classes. Okay. Find the remainder when this polynomial here is divided by x plus pi and x. So to find the remainder, you should always equate whatever is given to 0. To find the remainder, equate the expression here, the linear expression here to 0. So x plus pi is equal to 0. X plus pi is equal to 0. So what's the value of x? Minus pi. So you should find, now you name this polynomial, you call it p of x. So you should find, to find the remainder, you need to find p of minus pi. And here you have x. X is equal to 0. You should equate whatever is given to 0. You must equate whatever is given to 0. So x is equal to 0 means x is equal to 0. So you should find p of 0. You must find p of 0. Here. This is, so I've named this one P of X. I've named this polynomial P of X. Okay. So to find the remainder, equate this expression to 0. So X is equal to minus pi. So we should find P of minus pi. P of minus pi. And whatever you get is the remainder. Now next is X. When it's divided by X, equate that to 0. So that means X is equal to 0. X is 0 meaning P of X is 0. So P of 0 is what you'll have to find. So when you work that, you get 1, which means the remainder is 1. So what do we understand from this? When you divide this polynomial by X plus pi, this will be the remainder. This will be the remainder. And when you divide this polynomial by X, 1 is the remainder. Without performing the long division, using the remainder theorem, you're able to find the remainder. When this polynomial is divided by X plus pi, quotient we haven't found here. We cannot find that using the remainder theorem. When you divide this polynomial by X plus pi, the remainder is this one. Similarly, when the same polynomial is divided by X, the remainder is 1. And how do we find the remainder? Should equate this to 0, equate this to 0 and find the value of X. In the first case, the value of X is minus pi. In the second case, what's the value of X? 0. So you must find P of minus pi and P of 0. Like this?
Then we can't write pi as 22/7.
No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You can leave your answer in pi like this. That only in mensuration where we're dealing with area of a circle or in any formula like volume where pi is used, volume of a cylinder, pi r square h. There you have to use the value of pi, 22/7. Here you don't have to. Also, you should be taking the question and working the answer. Student? Yeah. Do this one. You please work and then I'll explain. Online children, take down this question. Use the answer and help yourself. I'll explain later. Finish working and then I'll explain. As you work, please try to understand what's happening. carefully. Online children, please listen. So we have to show that 2 and minus 1 by 3 are zeros of P of x. You must show that 2, see, P of x is a cubic polynomial. P of x, you can write later. P of x is a cubic polynomial. Can we see 3x cubed? The highest power of x is 3. The cubic polynomial. A cubic polynomial has a maximum of 3 zeros. 2 of the zero. See, you should show that these two are the zeros. You must show that they are zeros. So 2 of the zeros are given to you. You must find the third zero. You must show that these two numbers are the zeros of P of x, and you should also find the third zero. Understand the question? Understand the question? The given polynomial is a cubic polynomial. We know a cubic polynomial has a maximum of 3 zeros. Two numbers are given to us. We'll have to show that these two numbers are the zeros of P of x. And you should also find the third zero. Okay, so how do you show that these two are the zeros? You must find the value of the polynomial. See, this is only x value. If you're given x minus 2, okay, or x minus 7, then you should equate it to 0 and find the value of x. X is equal to 2. X minus 7 is 0, x is equal to 7. But here, such expressions are not given. Directly numbers are given to you. That means the x values are given to you directly. Numbers are given to you. 2, x is equal to 2. Minus 1 by 3. X is equal to minus 1 by 3. Numbers means directly x values are given to you. So you must find P of 2. You must find what? P of 2. And when you work P of 2, you must get 0 because the question is show that. Alright, so and when you work, yeah, you do get 0. So which means since P of 2 is 0, the value of P of 2 is 0, this 2 is a 0 of P of x. In the same way, we have to work for minus 1 by 3. We'll have to work for minus 1 by 3. This is P of minus 1 by 3, children. This is P of minus 1 by 3. It's P of minus 1 by 3. All right. So what's P of minus 1 by 3? Again, in P of x, in place of x, you'll have to use minus 1 by 3. Minus 1 by 3. And when we work that, see, minus 1 by 3, the whole cubed. Minus 1 by 3, the whole cube is minus 1 by 27. Because minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus, minus 1 by 27. But here, minus 1 by 3 into minus 1 by 3 is plus 1 by 9. Correct? Minus 1 by 3 into minus 1 by 3 is plus 1 by 9. Then again, minus into minus plus 7 by 3 and minus 2. So you can now cancel 1s are 9s are. So we have minus 1 by 9. Watching? Minus 1 by 9, minus 2 by 9, plus 7 by 3, minus 2. Common denominator 9. And then this part, you know. And all this, when you simplify it, 0. So 0 by 9 is 0. So since P of 1 by 3 is 0, 1 by 3 is a 0 of P of x. So we showed that, 2 and minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of P of x. Next, you must find the third zero. Because we know it has 3 zeros. So now we should find the third zero. For that, you should perform the long division. You must perform the long division. So divide the polynomial P of x by any one factor. We have two factors. We have x is equal to 2. Listen to this carefully. We have x is equal to 2. X is equal to minus 1 by 3. X is equal to 2 means x minus 2 is a factor. Because 2 is a 0. So x minus 2 is a factor. If the number is a 0, see, this number is a 0. We proved that 2 is a 0. X is equal to 2 is a 0. That means x minus 2 is a factor. When you take 2 to the other side, x minus 2 is a factor. Minus 1 by 3 is a 0. X is equal to minus 1 by 3. Minus 1 by 3 is 0. So x plus 1 by 3 is a factor. So you can divide the polynomial by x minus 2 or x plus 1 by 3. But since this is plus 1 by 3, no fraction, so we want to do a simpler division. So we divide the polynomial with x minus, we divide the polynomial by x minus 2. Long division, we have seen in the last class and the class before that also, I think. So long division you should be able to do. Now, when you divide, see here, listen to this. Say 2, 3, 6, 6, 5, 30. Now, when you divide 30 by 2, okay, 30 by 2. Are we listening? When we divide 30 by 2, what do we get? 215 times 30. Okay. Now, when you break down 15 into its prime factors, 3 5s are. So the factors of 30 are 2, 3 and 5. We know that 2 into 15 is 30. 2 into 15 is 30. So the factors of 30 are here in 2 into 15. 2 into what is 15? 3 into 5. Similarly, when you factorize the quotient, there is one factor here. The remaining 2 factors are here. When you factorize the quotient, you will get the remaining 2 factors. See, it's exactly like this. I'll use the same number 30. When you divide, say, 30 by 3, 30 tens are 30, 0 is a remainder. Now, when you factorize the quotient 10, 2 into 5, you will find all the factors of 30, 3, 2, and 5. 30 is equal to 3 into 2 into 5. 3 to 6, 6 factor 30. In the same way here, what is a quotient? This one is a quotient. When you factorize the quotient, see, you have divided the polynomial by its factor. That's why you have got remainder as 0. P of x is divided by its factor, so the remainder is 0. Now, when you factorize the quotient, the remaining 2 factors are here. It's a cubic polynomial, right? So it will have 3 factors. Maximum 3 factors. Because maximum 3 zeros. 3 zeros means correspondingly 3 factors. So there is one factor here. The remaining 2 factors are here. So factorize the quotient by splitting the middle term. By splitting the middle term, factorize the quotient. What do you get? 3x plus 1 and x plus 1 are the factors. So when you equate 3x plus 1 to 0, equate each factor to 0. 3x plus 1 to 0, you get 3x is equal to minus 1, x is equal to minus 1 by 3. That we already know, no? Minus 1 by 3 is a 0, we already know. We want the third new 0. So equate x plus 1 to 0. X is equal to minus 1. This is a new 0. This is a new 0. See, the other 0 is here, x minus 2. X minus 2 is equal to 0, x is equal to 2. X is equal to 2, 0 is here. And from the 2 factors, when you equate this to 0, you get 1 minus 1 by 3. That we already know. So equate this factor to 0. So you get a new 0, minus 1. So the third 0 of P of x is minus 1. So to find the third 0, you need to divide P of x by one of its factors. So we have divided by x minus 2. So the remaining 2 factors are here. For that to, like decompose and get the 2 factors, you'll have to split the middle term. You get the 2 factors. We are not equating this to 0 because when you equate this to 0, you will get minus 1 by 3. That's why we are equating this one to 0 to get the new 0, minus 1. So third 0 is minus 1. All right. All of you? Online children? Harsha, Gayatri and Lakshana? Understand?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. Online children can leave the call. Good night. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.